Firstly, let me say that I am a 15-year-old girl and I really enjoy listening to these kinds of stories. Well, I did. Before this happened, I also suffer from a mild case of insomnia and am often left alone at night. It was a typical Wednesday night. I was the only one awake in the house, my parents and brother having gone to bed long before this happened. It was almost 3 a.m. and I decided that I should go to bed. Normally, I would just shut down my computer and turn off my light, then go to bed. But I was on my period and had to brush my teeth anyway. I took my computer with me and left my bedroom light on, before heading into the bathroom. The bathroom is across from my bedroom and in between the two is my brother's room, our shared laundry basket, the main entrance and front door, and a small window that started about mid-thigh level. I am 5'8" and went all the way up to the ceiling. I turned on the hallway light because I am always worried that I am going to trip over the laundry basket and wake up my brother if he heard the sound of my body crashing to the floor. I got to the bathroom, did my business, and just as I finished washing I heard a small click sound from out in the hallway. I froze. It sounded like I was the only one awake. I had not heard anything other than the one small click, so I know it is not my brother because not only would he have yelled at me through the door, but also because his bedroom door gives a very distinct sound when it is opened and his door just naturally closed unless propped open, which it was not when I walked by. I did not move. I could not. I waited and listened for any other sound, any sign of movement. I heard nothing, so I risked moving and pressed my ear to the door. Still, I heard nothing. I tried to rationalize it as my mom must have seen the light was on from her bedroom and came and turned it off. I eventually calmed myself down enough to open the door. Much to my relief, the hallway light was still on. I told myself that I must have imagined it. I flicked off the bathroom light and had not even had the chance to step off the bathroom tills when I had small, but firm taps on the hallway window. My heart leaped into my throat and my whole body turned cold as I looked toward the window. There stood a man, who was outrageously tall as he was hunched over. If you have ever played the RPG The Hanging Man, he looked just like the monster from the game. He also had the most unsettling smile on his face that said, "I can to you if I want." We stared at each other for a while, it felt like hours, before he lifted his hand to his mouth. He made the SHH motion and then pointed to my front door. I chanced a small glance at it and the deadbolt was unlocked. My dad always makes sure the lock and deadbolt are secure before he goes to bed. My heart must have blocked my screams because I could not get any out. I was so scared. I looked back at the man. He laughed a laugh that sounded like a manly cackle and then left, triggering the motion sensor lights in the driveway. That's when I realized just how long he had been standing out there, because it takes a very long time for them to turn off once they have been activated. I finally found my voice and screamed at the top of my lungs. I ran into my parents' room and they were staring at me with wide, confused, slightly angry eyes. I tried to tell them what happened, but I could not get anything out through my sobs. They must have put 2 and 2 together. My dad jumped up and ran off to my room, probably thinking that someone was in there, and my mom called the police. I do not know how long it took the police to get to my house, but it felt like a long time. I gave the police my statement. They have not found him yet. It has been weeks. I have a large, half-circle window in my room that cannot be covered efficiently. I keep thinking that he is out there watching me. My dad checks for me every night before bed, but he has not found anything yet. But I dread the day that he does. So, man from outside my window, let's not meet.